Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Friday, September 17th, 2021. And guess what? Well, we still have today to go through in this market and this whole shit show around us, but we made it through another week. And we'll sum this up at the end of the day. But I want to cover a bunch of things with you. There's a lot of fear over this Evergrande thing. I did cover this in a recent video, but I'm getting slammed with emails about it, people commenting here. So let's put this in its proper perspective, and let's cover a few other things. Before we do that, let's look at the setup today, this morning. What's going on? First of all, today is options expiration day. What does that mean? Well, towards the end of the day, you could see some volatility, okay, especially going into the weekend, and that's just the way it's going to go. So just be ready for that. The market could do anything towards the end of the day, honestly. Nothing major. If you are in this market, all right, you know what to expect. I think at least realizing what you're doing and why you are doing it, like I covered yesterday in my post-market video wrap-up. Okay, so stock futures right now are slightly lower. 10-year yield, I'm going to say it's still stable, people. It's at the high end of the range right now, but still stable. Nothing going on. Dollar is slightly weaker. Crude oil under a little bit of pressure. Gold and silver getting a little bit here higher. Cryptocurrencies flat to slightly lower. Nothing major going on here. There's no big tell that today the market's going to crater or coming next week or anything like that, all right? Again, like I said yesterday, you got to keep cool. You got to focus on what we know. Obviously, stay on top of everything. With that said, let's talk about this Evergrande thing. It seems that there must be a YouTube channel out here or somebody pushing fear with regard to this Evergrande thing. And understand, if that is the case, because I don't follow anyone, but if that is the case, what's the difference between that channel, whoever it might be, and the mainstream media, who's all they're trying to do is scare the living crap out of you? Forget about it, okay? With Evergrande, yes, this is a major issue. It's a property giant out of China who has debt problems. Imagine my surprise. I'm going to tell you something right now, and I want you to remember it. Nobody can point at something like this and say, that's the thing, that's the one thing that's going to bring down the market and the global economy immediately. What it will be that's going to bring this whole thing down is not something you could say, that's it right now. It's going to come out of left field. It's going to come out of left field. No one's going to expect it, just like last time, the time before that, and the time before that. So forget about this whole Lehman moment with regard to Evergrande. They're going to get bailed out, just so you know, okay? Public bailouts. Something is going to happen with this company. Their shares are down like huge this year already. This is no secret, and it's probably baked into the market anyway. Now, I'm not saying there's not going to be a little ripple effect here, but don't expect anything big to occur. For those of you that are all scared and terrified, I'm so scared, you're barking up the wrong tree. You don't really understand what you're looking at. Again, yeah, it's a big deal, but it's not something that's in your face that's going to bring down this market. It's something out of left field. Like I've been telling you for the longest time, I don't point my fingers at anything. What we do know is that debt is in a hyper bubble and it's not done. What we do know is we can see how it plays out by watching that 10-year yield. Right now it still remains stable. The event that's going to bring down the entire market with it, okay, because our economy is dead globally, okay? Keep that in mind. Market keeps going up here despite the dead economy, despite them shutting down the economy, debts and deficits ballooning, I mean, you can't make this stuff up, but that's the way it is. We're dead, dead, dead. But that doesn't mean this market's not going higher based on 10-year yield, vast debt expansion, bailouts of companies like Evergrande. Look, this is a totally different ball game than it was the last time with Lehman Brothers. It won't be allowed to happen. Too big to fail. Have you heard of that before? Yeah, that's Evergrande here. They're not going to allow it to happen. There'll be some type of debt restructuring or debt sale. They're going to get bailed out, a combination of that. So just stop. All of you that are so afraid or so desperate to see the stock market crash. I know that's what a lot of you want here. And me personally, I don't care which way the market goes. It can go up, great. It can go down, that's fantastic too. The market is detached from reality on a scale that is just beyond belief here. And we all know that. Is the market going to crater at one point? Yeah. It's going to be huge, biblical. That's how I have put it, but it's not yet. And in my opinion, it's not going to be Evergrande that's going to bring this thing down. Okay, only because everyone's looking at it. That's it. That's it. That's what's going to do it. Wrong. It's going to be some other outlying event that no one sees. That's how it always works. But we can track it by watching the action in the debt market. So we don't care what it is. Don't you? I hope you guys and girls get it. I think you do for the most part. But again, I guarantee you there's a YouTube blogger out here or someone that used to be on YouTube or something along those lines trying to push fear with this whole thing. And there's no difference between whoever that may be and the mainstream media who's trying to warp your mind with fear. There is no reason whatsoever to be afraid. The moment you become afraid is the moment you're going to screw everything up. You're going to make bad decisions, and everything's going to come down around you. So stop being afraid. We understand the environment. We have a dead economy, dead and buried. The economic news is going to continue to pile in and be abysmal. The Fed's going to buy it all. Evergrande's getting a bailout. Don't worry about that. So just stop. All right? Look. Remain steadfast, like I said yesterday. Expect volatility in the markets, in particular assets. Capitalize on it. That's all I have to tell you. I just don't like seeing people get so afraid or being made to be afraid. This channel here is for winners, okay? This channel here is for people who can see through the dog shit, the propaganda, the fake news, the look here. Stop being afraid, people. All right? The moment you become afraid is the moment you lose. And like I said, this channel is for winners. All right, look, I'm out of here. Covered a lot of important things here. I hope I have put a perspective on this for you. And for those of you who are all terrified about Evergrande, stop it. Okay? Stop it. Go out tonight and have a nice dinner and, I don't know, go enjoy your life maybe a little bit. I'm out of here. See you later for my post-market wrap up, and that's it.